We have blown our accounts 10% down for the month. 10% down? Yes, 10% down for the month. 13 consecutive losses. Every single trade was a loss and a reasonably sized loss. From beginning to the end, no single profitable trade. $1,500 loss. That's 10% of the account. For the next maximum drawdown is 10%. My FF has 12. Yeah. So you're back to scratch. You're back to square one. This is ground zero. We were here in 2021 December. Yeah. Throughout 2022, I had a funded account. 2023 was just recovering, and till now I've not recovered. And now I've died. You know when someone fails to recover and they die? Yeah, I'm a corpse. I'm gone. So basically, I'll be reborn, reincarnated. Probably after a while. I'm saving up some money to buy an account in October, probably. October, I'll be able to have enough money to buy another account. Now that prop firms don't have time limits, this is like, it's practically rapid. It's just spectacular. I'm 100% here for it. It's just lovely. Anyhow, it's good for me. At least swing traders is really beneficial. You can take our time, you can trade the stuff. So, yeah, we'll be buying another account in October probably. The problem is what am I going to do until then? Oh, I'll talk about that at the end of the video. Lessons we learned from this loss. I'll make another video like mainly focused on this, but for now, the lessons we learned were increasing our subjectivity. I think I talked about in the last video that I was going to increase my share one of my videos like this August. I said I was going to increase the subjectivity of my calls. Basically my entries. I only use subjective like price tells to avoid losses. A couple of my trades were like I lost the mechanical, like I reduced the mechanical aspect of my trading because it was a combination of I trusted myself that I had more experience. I trusted myself that I understood price action more. And because I understood it more, I had more confidence in my judgment of where price might go after now. So it's a matter of increasing subjectivity. Most of the trades were not like, they were not rule based. Normally I have, okay, it broke out of the boundary. It must have two closes after the first close. You have first close, second close, third close. You have three closes outside the boundary. On CJ, it must have substantial range. The entries should be aggressive. You can 5 to 10 pips away from the boundary, unlike the other conservative pairs where we have to enter on the boundary line or at least somewhat below the boundary line. But for aggressive pairs, we have to enter here or a bit above the boundary. So there were strict rules on entry. We relaxed those rules because of, I don't know whether, part of the reason I feel like I relaxed the rules was because of, it was not just working. That was the truth. The rules are not just working, and I wanted to try something else. Yeah, that's the truth. I wanted to try something else, and it didn't work. That was just conclusion. You're trying to try something else and simply didn't work. Okay. So what's happening here? Basically, this CG, I feel like it's a wonderful example of how I fucked up almost all my trades. How the increasing the subjectivity and reducing the mechanical type entry caused me to fail. Like this now, strong bearish signal, in an uptrend, fine. Strong bearish signal, this candle here. Next candle, initially low support for the bears. Next candle didn't show a lot of support for the bears. Fourth candle didn't show a lot of support for the bears, but it broke below the boundary, and for some reason I thought this was strong enough confirmation that this plus the candlestick and the price action on the daily, I'm sure that kind of convinced me that price is going to continue falling after this major close, because price came down here and had a terrible close. This is not a very good sign for the bulls. But the fact that the bears failed to follow through on this candle, it's a good subjective signal that price is going to continue falling down. And we entered, we got fucked. 1 pip, around like 1 pip. And this trading workout. How many RR was this? Once 3 RR, I would have gotten a nice CP at least. Probably. Might have gotten a good take profit from here, but it was more or less what my trades looked like this month. I was using subjectivity. Normally I used subjectivity before this month to avoid losses mainly. It was mainly an avoidance of losses, not like I would subjectively enter the trade using interpretation of price action, and that's what I did. That's what I did for this month. I was using my interpretation of price action because I'm confident in my ability to actually interpret price action. So because I was interpreting, the problem with interpreting price action is I actually discovered this month that price is a lagging indicator. I would have not thought that initially, but price is a lagging indicator. Price tells you what has happened and what is happening now. It's like you're seeing a man running towards you or running towards a wall. You expect the man to probably jump over the wall. Like, okay, this man is running towards the wall. Price is telling you, like a commenter telling you what's happening. Okay, the bulls are this, the bulls are that. So he's commenting the match for the bulls and the bears. Price is commenting the match. And they say, okay, this man is running towards the wall. He's going to run towards the wall. He's going to jump over the wall. So price is telling you that this man is running towards the wall. As a sensible individual, like, okay, there are only 2 things that can happen. This man is a runner and he's going to probably jump over the wall because it's fairly short. Let's see what happens. That's what you as a trader are going to say, okay, this man is probably going to jump over the wall. And price has told you this man is running towards the wall and nothing else. Price told you this man is running towards the wall and nothing else. You interpret that as this man is running towards the wall, or at least I would have interpreted that this man is running towards the wall and is probably going to jump over the fence, and I'm going to bet that he's going to jump over the wall. Price didn't tell you what will happen. Price told you what is happening. Most likely indicators will tell you what has happened. Price also has kind of record of what has happened, but price is the most present indicator that this is what's happening at the moment. So price told me that the man running towards the wall. I projected that the man will probably jump over the wall, and I bet that he will jump over the wall. And as the man got to the wall, he just slammed the wall, and that was all. He broke his leg and couldn't run again. Market tanked. He broke his leg and couldn't run again. Market price now tell you, oh, the man ran towards the wall and broke his leg and he can't run anymore. It's unfortunate. He was a good runner. He was one of the best. He was most likely going to win. He was one of the favorites, and he fucked it up. As a trader, it's like, okay, that's exactly how I was trading. I was confident in my ability to interpret price, because interpretation of price action is not easy. There's a lot of subjectivity. So because it was not easy, it took me a while to be able to read it fairly accurately. Because I can read it so accurately and I can understand what price is saying, I was trying to, okay, price is probably telling me what's going to happen next. This man is running towards the wall. I'll complete the statement and jump over it. So that's how I was trading. So the problem with the trading style is that, like here now, at this point, the bears, at this point, it was a bullish play. It was a bearish play, sorry. At this point, it was a bearish play. No, at this point here, this pin bar was a bullish play. It became a bearish play here. It became a bullish play here. It became, okay, we don't know where we are going. Still remain the same. Became a bearish play here. At this point, is a bearish play now. This is a weak bearish play, is a cool bearish play, weak bearish play. So I understood, at least now, I understand that price tells you what's happening, but it will not tell you what will happen. No matter, price will not tell you what will happen. It's not as if it's a bad thing to do, interpreting price and predicting what's going to happen next, or speculating. Like price is telling you something and like, okay, this is probably what's going to happen with what I currently know. That's not a bad act. The problem was I used that as an entry. Normally, last year, when I was profitable, at least I remember being able to, like a trade will be qualified, and I'll consciously say, I'm not going to do that this way, like this one here. 1, 2, 3. Failure of the bulls at this point. Failure of the bears at this point to continue the push side. Continue to push to the downside. Failure again at the same point. It's not a very good sign. Let's wait for the fourth. That's what I would have done if I was using subjectivity to interpret. So this month was basically a mix of using increased subjectivity based on price action that was in the present, not the future. So I was basing my entries off falsy information. The information was false because price was telling me the present, not the future. I was betting on the future that I have not seen, but I thought I had seen due to price. Because price is clearly telling you after this candle that it's a bearish market. Sell, sell, sell. But the problem with that is at any moment it can change the buy move. I don't know how I forgot. But looking back, things are always easy to interpret. The point is to learn from our lessons, learn from our losses, learn from our mistakes. And that was really the biggest, I don't know why, it sounds so obvious, but I'm currently just clarifying that, at least, I'll say. Clarifying. So yeah, that was a major lesson. Increase objectivity based on predictive price action. It's not a very good formula for success. All right. So, what next? Saving for future accounts. That's going to take a while because I'm basically using my allowance. Currently a student in med school, and currently using my allowance to save up the money for the funded accounts, for the trading evaluations, honestly. So that'll take a while, probably till October. Lessons from the Funded Next loss, finish that. Funded Next competition, all right. So, due to the fact that you are fucking unemployed, you are jobless, we've lost all my Forex funds accounts, every single one we bought in January, we lost it, one we bought in April, we lost it, one we bought in... We've lost everything. We are completely zero, like ground zero, like zero, like I don't have account I'm trading again. I'm completely at zero. We've learned a lot of lessons from this. One of the lessons I also learned is that streaks of losses happen. I thought that once I got to consistency, I'll just remain at consistency. And once I got it in 2022, I was, we are done, the game is over, we can just push. 2022 I had 9 months consistent back-to-back P's. Back-to-back profits. I passed 3 full accounts. 1, 2, 3. 3! Bro. The year was spectacular. Maximal, top-class performance from my side. So I was using 2022 as, we can do it. 2023, easy. But from what I'm understanding, trading is not a job. It's not a salary-based thing that, okay, at the end of the month, you should be expecting. If I ever get profitable, if I ever make enough money to become a full-time trader, I'm going to make sure my living cost is from safe investments like rental properties, just safe investments. Most likely, I'll probably push towards rental properties, but it's not a very stable source of income as a human. Let's just say I have a wife and kids, and I have 9 months of bleeding, lost my accounts, and I'm using, like, let's say my payout on Friday. That's what I'll use to pay my bills. I'm fucked. If I have kids, school fees I can't pay, wife divorced, unemployed, kicked to the streets, I'll go go back to my parents' house. But thankfully, I'm not a man with 4 kids and a wife, so that's good. But this is a good lesson to know that a 9-month loss streak can occur. Don't be over dependent on your trading as a source of income. It should be used to generate funds to invest in stable sources of income, which will keep us alive. Then we can trade with, straight head. So the funniness competition, you'll be entering the competition. I don't know. The competition is basically, bro, sure, you can check it out. This one, they do it every month. Apparently, it starts at the beginning of the month and ends at the end of the month. The person with the highest return, the people with the highest return, get accounts. Some get cash prizes. Like, I checked the history for July at least, and August currently. The 1st to the 20th was between 50% return to 100% ROI. 50 to fucking 100. I think I should make this a separate video. I think I will. I'll cut it. I'm just going to end this first one now. So we lost all our accounts. We lost all our fucking accounts. We are ground zero, back to scratch. Currently saving for an account. We'll probably get back into the game in October 1st, 2nd, or 3rd, depending. But keep pushing, and yeah, may the odds be in your favor. Sayonara.